Chelsea's future is looking bright. They've reached a verbal agreement with Palmeiras to sign the highly rated Estevão Willian, a 17-year-old Brazilian forward. The deal is worth €40 million plus €25 million in add-ons, and personal terms were agreed over a week ago. Willian won't join Chelsea until he turns 18 next year, but this signing shows the club's long-term vision under new leadership. With talents like Willian coming in, the future is exciting for Chelsea fans. Chelsea are still in the running to sign Crystal Palace's Michael Olise, despite facing competition from Bayern Munich and Newcastle. The French winger has a £60 million release clause in his contract, which Chelsea tried to trigger last summer. Olise instead signed a new deal with Palace, but there's still an expectation he'll leave this summer. Chelsea players Trevoh Chalobah and Noni Madueke could be offered in a swap deal. The release clause can only be triggered by a Champions League club. Olise spent 7 years in Chelsea's academy before leaving at 14. He's been named in Thierry Henry's provisional France squad for this summer's Olympic Games in Paris. West Ham United may have the chance to sign Chelsea winger Raheem Sterling this summer, taking advantage of a financial fair play loophole. While West Ham have abided by Premier League rules, Chelsea may be forced to sell players to comply with profit and sustainability regulations. The London club has already contacted Chelsea to discuss a potential deal for Sterling, who has struggled to make an impact since joining from Manchester City. The Blues are keen to offload Sterling and his high weekly salary, creating an opportunity for West Ham to negotiate a lower price for the 29-year-old. This move could provide a positive start for new West Ham manager Julian Lopetegui. Tottenham and Chelsea are going head-to-head for the coveted Bologna centre-back Riccardo Calafiori. This 22-year-old Italian sensation is in high demand, with Newcastle, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Napoli also in the mix. But Juventus is his dream destination, and he's willing to join the Premier League if that doesn't work out. Bologna wants at least €35 million, and with 40% going to his former club Basel, they won't let him go without a fight. Spurs and Chelsea need a top-notch defender to reach the top four, and Calafiori is the answer. Don't miss out on this transfer drama. Who will win the race for Calafiori? This summer will be crucial for Chelsea and Manchester United. Enzo Maresca is set to lead Chelsea, while it took time for Erik ten Hag to gain confidence from Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Red Devils board. Both clubs are expected to be active in the transfer window, with the possibility of a player moving between them. United needs reliable and uninjured centre-backs, but they consider Raphael Varane surplus. Meanwhile, Thiago Silva is leaving Chelsea to return to his homeland. Fitchages reports that Chelsea, Juventus, and Al Nassr are interested in signing Varane, with the Saudi side likely to offer the most lucrative deal. Varane's choice will depend on his motivations for his career, whether it's money or titles and prestige. Real Madrid are keen on signing 16-year-old Argentine midfielder Franco Marstantuono from River Plate. He's one of South America's finest young prospects, attracting Barcelona and Chelsea's attention. Real Madrid have accelerated the move, and it remains to be seen if they'll make an official offer. Marstantuono has the quality to develop into a key player for Spanish clubs in the near future. He's likely excited about joining Real Madrid, widely regarded as the biggest club in the world. Playing for them is a hard-to-resist opportunity. Los Blancos have successfully signed talented young South American players recently, and Marstantuono would be a great addition to their pool of young talent. Chelsea left-back Ian Marchan is set to leave the club ahead of the 2024-25 season, with Aston Villa interested in acquiring his services. Chelsea needs to sell players before June 30 to comply with Premier League regulations, and Marchan is one of the players they are open to selling. The 22-year-old spent the second half of this season on loan at Borussia Dortmund, where he impressed with 3 goals and 2 assists in 23 appearances. While Dortmund wants to keep him, they are unwilling to meet his £35 million release clause. Aston Villa is in constant contact with Marchan's representatives and is pushing to sign him, although a deal is not close at the moment. Chelsea and Arsenal are both interested in signing Stuttgart forward Serhou Guirassy, according to reports. Chelsea are looking for a striker to compete with Nicholas Jackson, while Arsenal are searching for a first-choice forward. Chelsea had previously considered signing Victor Osimhen from Napoli, but the cost and doubts over his style of play led them to look elsewhere. They have now identified Aston Villa's John Duran as their main target. Arsenal have been linked with Osimhen, Joshua Zirkzee, and Ivan Toney as they aim to improve their attacking options. Guirassy has attracted interest from Borussia Dortmund and AC Milan as well, and he wants to know about his future by the end of June. Despite being happy at Stuttgart, it is unlikely that Guirassy will stay at the club. Aston Villa and Chelsea are experiencing changes with players, including John Duran, possibly moving between the two clubs. Financial fair play regulations have made clubs cautious about going over the limit, resulting in potential player sales. Chelsea's captain, Conor Gallagher, is one player that could be sold, bringing in £50 million profit as a product of the Blues academy. Villa has reportedly inquired about Gallagher, while Chelsea is also pursuing Villa's John Duran. Despite Duran's slow start at Villa, he became more involved towards the end of last season. Chelsea has been granted permission to speak to Duran, and the transfer process is underway. Chelsea teenager Teo Sabuloye has decided to extend his contract with the club, according to Fabrizio Romano. The 16-year-old, who plays in the U18 Premier League, attracted interest from other clubs but has chosen to stay at Chelsea and will sign his first professional deal when he turns 17. The club has a history of nurturing young talent, with players like Alfie Gilchrist and Josh Akipong making their mark. Sabuloye may soon have the opportunity to showcase his skills in the senior team, as Chelsea focuses on developing academy players rather than buying from other clubs. Chelsea's talented attacker, Armando Broja, is attracting interest from Juventus and Milan, according to Italian publication Tuttosport. After a loan spell at Fulham, Broja has expressed his desire to leave Chelsea for more playing time. Despite his potential, he has only made 38 appearances for the club, scoring 3 goals. Former Chelsea legend Frank Lampard, who gave Broja his debut, praised his talent and described him as a fast and strong player with an eye for goal. Broja's inclusion in the Albanian national team has also caught the attention of elite clubs. Juventus sees him as a potential replacement for Dusan Vlahovic. While his Chelsea contract runs until 2028, he may leave after Euro 2024. Thanks for watching and remember to share, like and subscribe to hear more Chelsea news.